Excuse me. So, while everyone was flipping out about how Ethereum went over like $3,000, I was racking my brains to think of what I could make my mother for Mother's Day this year. She's one of those who is insanely picky, even though she says she's not, which makes this sort of thing quite challenging for me. But one thing that I know she likes, and all mothers will probably like as well, is like to be really pampered. So I was thinking, what dish can I possibly make for her that is luxurious enough for this queen? So I thought, why not take the most exorbitant, expensive ingredients, put it together, and top it off with gold, just in case it's too subtle. I'm sure you guys have seen some variation of this pasta at restaurants, but this is my version. Is it a little gimmicky? Probably. But is it gonna be worth it? We'll find out. So yeah, let's make it. So we will start off by grinding up some nori seed. I know like everyone uses kombu, but personally I prefer the flavor of nori, as I'm pretty sure my mom does as well. But the only nori that I could find was actually this. Like, can we just talk about this for a second? Who remembers this? I can't be the only one who used to buy 20 of these in primary school and like stuff my face. But yeah, this is what we're gonna work with today.
Start by grinding up 10 grams of nori seaweed in a spice blender. The finer the powder, the more distinct the flavor. Then in a big mixing bowl, toss in 3 to 4 tablespoons of white or black truffle oil, 3 teaspoons of your nori powder, as well as 1 tablespoon of Ponzu sauce, which I again forgot to film. Give it a good mix and your pasta sauce is pretty much done. Now before you cook your pasta, make sure to set up an ice bath, because the angel hair pasta is super thin and super easy to overcook. Once you get it al dente, you want to toss it in the ice bath immediately to stop it from cooking anymore. And without making the mess that I did, drain the pasta well and toss it in the sauce. Give that a good mix, taste for seasoning, and you are pretty much good to go.
Oh, really?
So these are not exactly ingredients that you would find in a typical supermarket. So I thought I would share where I got these ingredients from. For the truffle oil, which you can find at some supermarkets, the gold flakes, as well as the caviar. I actually got them at Redman. Special shout out to the staff there who were very, very helpful in helping me get what I needed. For the buffoon uni, as well as the Hotato scallops. These were actually ordered in from Shiki. Shiki is like this magical Japanese supermarket online. They fly stuff over they fly stuff over frequent. You are able to get very fresh produce from Japan. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I just really like them and what they're doing. So yeah.
So the great thing about this is that you can use it once you defrost it. Just be sure to pat them dry with some paper towels, and also to remove the muscle on the side before using it. These are pretty huge, so I decided to cut them sideways into 3 pieces. Then lay them out on a metal tray in a single file and torch it till it's slightly charred. This step is entirely optional, but I do enjoy the smoky flavor you get when you torch it. Also be careful with the fire, cause you know, you don't want to be that guy.
It was always burning since the world been turning!
You can really plate the pasta however you like, but I like to use a big pair of chopsticks here. Just grab a bit of pasta and start twirling, using your hands to ensure a consistent thickness. You should end up with something like that, and you can just push it off your chopsticks. And because I'm making this at home, I can add as much pasta as I want, which I did. Then, as carefully as you can, plate up your scallops. And now it's time to bring out the uni. I couldn't resist taking a moment to admire its beauty, but honestly, can you blame me? Anyway, when that's done, very carefully scoop your uni on your plate. Because mine was a box of bara uni, it was slightly more challenging to unweave and place it on my plate. And when that's done, go ahead and scoop on a layer of caviar. I was told specifically to use a plastic spoon because metal spoons have the tendency to denature the flavor of caviar. And the only plastic spoon I had was this one from last night's chicken rice, so yeah. And if you're super extra like I am, go ahead and top it off with your gold flakes. I just want to point out that this is completely aesthetic. Like, this has no flavor or texture. But this is something that would definitely put a smile on my mother's face. So yeah, I had to, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call this the mother of all pastas. Cause you know, Mother's Day. You know, you get it.
Hello! This is definitely something super luxurious and not something that you would expect to eat every day unless you're in fact royalty or something. And while this is relatively easy to assemble, the ingredients definitely come together to produce something that is greater than the sum of its parts. As excited as I am to jump into this, today we will be joined by someone else. Since you guys keep saying that I own self cook, I own self eat, I own self say nice. So Auntie Anna, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it easy?
Yes.
So this is my mother. She is extremely skilled in the kitchen and extremely bossy as well. So today I made you something that I think that you will enjoy.
Okay.
So you let me know lah.
Yeah, sure.
So you have to try it now.
Okay.
So even if not expensive. So you try to eat everything together. Huh?
Good. Wow. Very expensive. Okay.
It tastes very expensive. You like this kind of?
First time trying all this together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The scallop very sweet. You know the scallop they fly in from Japan?
Really? Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna try already.
Yeah.
What's that?
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Sure. Very hard to please. But I think I did a good job. So there you have it, guys. Expensive to make, but is it worth it? wait, I retake. Is it worth it?
Good job. Yeah, I'm proud of you, my son.
So if you have the chance to try this out, do give it a shot and let me know how it goes. Also, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, hit the like and subscribe and and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Excuse me.